is a program that's being advertised around the country where the CDC is holding 10 events where the public can come and talk with the CDC, talk about the swine flu and what they're going ahead there. Denver, Colorado was picked as one of the 10, and then when I read what they say, they pick small towns, big towns, and they're trying to get around there. But from what I get, this article that Jeffrey wrote after visiting there, damn the torpedoes, CDC continues to adopt full throttle approach to mass vaccinate U.S. population despite public meetings. So we're going to take a look at that. I'm going to give him a call here. We're going to first, so he went to this meeting, he talked to people, and Jeffrey was on 2 of the 4, or maybe there's 5 of them, I guess, local stations. He was on Channel 4 and Channel 7 here in Denver. They had a little bit about it. Here is the Channel 4 bit I'll share with you, and you can see him there. And toss this up there, and then we'll be right back, and then I'll give him a call.
Today, people who live in the Denver area got the chance to voice their opinions about vaccinations for swine flu. The Department of Health and Human Services hosted a public forum. More than 100 people were divided into small groups to discuss the Centers for Disease Control's plan for H1N1 vaccines.
There are some concerned citizens in Colorado that really don't want any type of vaccine or forced vaccine, and that was one of the main concerns, is that the government actually may have or implement a forced vaccine policy.
We have not experienced a severe pandemic, and people do not realize the consequences. One young lady was just telling me, people don't die of flu, but people do die of flu.
Denver is one of 10 cities in the U.S. to host a forum. The meetings are meant to provide some information, also provide feedback to the CDC about their plans for an outbreak. The Division of Wildlife says an elderly woman who had been warned not to feed bears near her home may be the victim of a bear attack.
Hello, and that was Jeffrey After Heidi there being interviewed in Denver. I have him right now on the line. Hello, Jeffrey.
Hi there, Chris.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing really well. It's really nice weather out here in Denver today, and I'm enjoying it. So, how are you doing, Chris?
Doing very good. Talking to people, and it's a great day. I explained earlier that we have met each other before, but you have quite about information about vaccines, and you started a website to share this, vactruth.com. And I just explained that article a little bit about why you went down, what's going on. Why don't you first explain why only what was going on? There's 10 meetings in the country?
Yeah, there's currently the article I wrote is kind of a synopsis of what happened at the meeting. It's supposedly a public meeting to engage citizens in the decision, should the government go full throttle or take a go easy approach to the max vaccination program this fall. At least that was the premise or my understanding of what the meeting was supposed to be about at that time.
Okay, so that was the premise. So you got that. How was it advertised out there? Was it easy to find information about this meeting happening?
Actually, it was. I actually received an email from Dr. Mayer Eisenstein. I'm on his email list, and they basically said, "Hey, there's a meeting that's going to be held for the public to engage public health officials and representatives from the CDC. You can sign up here," and that was at, I believe, www.keystone.org. And I believe there's 8 other meetings. There's going to be, I believe, a few more that are occurring this weekend on Saturday, and they're going to be continuing out through the month of August.
Well, that's interesting. So there's been 2 of them so far. Now, what I want to first talking about is, why don't you explain what happened when you got there, and kind of just give us a sense of what caused you to create the article, and just start from the top.
Sure thing. This is incredibly important due to the fact that there's such massive hysteria concerning the H1N1 vaccine virus that's causing this flu, or the swine flu. So there's a lot of interest, especially because a lot of the biopharmaceutical companies have been producing or have already been given money or funds, $1.8 billion, to create these vaccines using the adjuvants. So, anyways, to kind of set the scene, we went down there, and there was supposed to be this whole meeting was supposed to be mediated by the third party, the Keystone Center, and there was a short video that was supposed to be presented to us concerning the facts, the quote-unquote facts of the H1N1 virus and past pandemics. And, of course, if you go to vactruth.com and go take a look at that article, I posted all of the documents up on that website. You can actually see the facts that they were using. That kind of the technology kind of had a hiccup there, and then we had Captain Ray Strikas from the CDC, naval officer. He filled in and gave us, again, a few more facts of the H1N1 virus.
So he's with the, excuse me here, so he's, this doctor was with the CDC, or is he with the military?
Both. He's a military representative working with the CDC.
Okay, sorry to interrupt there. I was just...
yeah, no problem. No problem. And so basically what happened is he started presenting, and then we just had a Q&A session afterwards, and that's pretty much basically when all hell broke loose, if you will. We had the president from Safe Minds there, and she was asking questions concerning the adjuvants and how they haven't been thoroughly tested for safety. We had representatives, of course, from the Vaccine Research Project. That's the website vactruth.com. We also had people from We Are Change Colorado there. I'd say the biggest surprise, Chris, is that I went in there thinking that I might be the only person that would be speaking out against this, but there were clearly a large, I would say a large minority that actually were very vocal, very knowledgeable, and spoke out against this whole campaign that's going to be thrust upon us in the fall.